project this morning, and the snow finally melted away and made it not too wet, the melt off for this project, but it's still pretty wet. As you can see, we're finding mud in different spots. But what we're doing up here, this is a recreational property that someone would like. What used to be a pasture through here in this area, it has about 10 to 15 years of growth on it in some spots, and they just wanted it cleared off in order to make it more presentable for hunting purposes. They're going to put food plots up here and mow grass, and then also just make it easier to recreate. So this is the first area we did this morning. We still got more back there. It looked you can see some orange flags around these trees he wants to keep, and that's what it looked like. He had a bunch of scrub, small saplings, and some bigger saplings. There's some maple in here that's 10-12 inches in diameter, not a lot, but it's sloped a little bit going from left to right in your screen. Not drastically, but just enough to that when you hit the trees, they want to go down the hill a little bit, which is okay in this situation. But again, it's still just a little wet in some spots, which can make it a little harder to move around. But I'd say we're about halfway done, close to it. We've got some stuff around the edges, like that stump right there, and those holly trees. Probably take out that cedar, but he wants to leave that row of bigger trees where he's got wood pile and some other projects lined up there, kind of a border. And then we got a little pond right here we're gonna deal with. Won't be able to get down inside of it. It's not much of a pond, but you can kind of hear my feet probably. It's squishy. It's wet down in there. You can probably see the water barely. But we'll go around the top edge here and kind of work our way down until can't go no more. Don't want to get stuck though either. And then we'll go back to where the mature forest starts to border this area right here, where we have about, the 10-year growth type of trees. Like I said, you can probably hear the mud squishing underneath my feet a little bit. That's one thing that's nice about mulching. As you work, it gets better conditions because the mulch layer helps you ride across all that mud. Not always, because maybe you don't have enough woody material, but it does help quite a bit if you got an area like this where there's a lot of saplings to produce some mulch. Gives you better traction and doesn't make quite a mess.